today we're going to look at the OrchLab website.
Okay, I'll share my screen so that we can all see it. Okay, so here we are. This very pink page is the OrchLab homepage. And you can find out here about what OrchLab is. I'm assuming if you're on the website, you probably already know. So we'll dive straight into the resources. And that's here at the top of the page in the menu, you'll see a resources button. And you can use that to find activities to do in your care setting. So as we enter the resources page, you'll see we've got 4 categories of resources here. There's listen and discover, which is represented by an ear. There's create and compose, represented by an icon of a cello. Games and quizzes, represented by dice. And staff guidance, represented by 3 outlines of people. And so those tell you the types of resources that we have on offer. And if we scroll down the page, you can see some of the examples. So there's a listening guide here for The Planets by Holst. There's a performance of a Holst piece. There's some quizzes about the orchestra. There are more listening guides, singing activities, and a performance here of a Beethoven piece. And then at the bottom of the page, you'll see you can click through to a second page full of more resources.
Great. Becky, I was just wondering if there are any activities based around singing.
There are, yes, indeed. So from here, you could click through into one of the categories, but an easy way to find things is to click and type sing in the search box, and it will bring up all the resources to do with singing. So you can see here we've got a Shostakovich Hello Song, a flower song. There's some listening guides, and at the top here is Lovely Day by Bill Withers. So I'll just click into that so we can see what one of the resources looks like. So this is a singing activity where you get a video with some performers from the orchestra. This has been recorded in lockdown, so you'll see they're all in their individual homes. And you can sing and play along with the video in your care setting. So it tells you here some tips for how you can set up this activity. So if you have some instruments with notes like chime bars, you can play along, or you might just use percussion like drums and shakers, or you might just sing along and enjoy that. And then at the bottom of the page, it gives you more choices for other singing activities as well. So when you're on the resources page, you just click in the search bar, type sing, and it will find those kinds of activities for you.
I was just wondering, is there any interactive activities at all?
Yes, there are. There's a few different interactivities. Interactivities, that's a new word that I've just invented. Interactive activities. I'm going to click create and compose as a category because I feel like that's a good place to look for them. So I've clicked into that, and that's now filtered down all the resources into different things that you can use to create and compose your own music. And here we can see OrchPlay, which is a really fun activity, either to use perhaps one-to-one with a participant, or for somebody in a care setting to use on their own. It's a grid, so you can see a grid here with different samples, and the grid is using pink and grey in different contrast tones so that you can find where the samples are in the grid. And essentially you can click a sample like this cello, and here's some music, and then you click it again and it stops. Or you could play a clarinet. So the idea is that the shorter buttons are shorter sounds and the longer ones are longer ones, and you can turn them all off and on and listen to them in different combinations and find your own way with this piece. And that one's inspired by George Gershwin, and there's a Shostakovich one at the bottom as well. So that's a lovely interactive activity that people can enjoy in the resources page called OrchPlay.
And just to let everyone know that both Trade Music and the LPO will be providing further activities as the year goes on.
Yep, so come back and explore the categories, see what we've got on offer, and keep looking back for new materials later in the year.